Hi, this is Matt Nixon with StudioMMA.com, and today we're talking with Strikeforce welterweight Tarec Saffiedine. Tarec, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you.
A lot of people see you fighting in Strikeforce and watch you on TV, but a lot of people don't know a lot about your background. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey from living in Belgium to living here now at Team Quest in Temecula?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Belgium. You know, I grew up like any kid and any other kid, I mean. And when I turned 16, I started, turning to martial arts. I used to play a lot of sport growing up, and then I got my attention in martial art because my father used to do that, and also I'm a big fan of mangas, which is Japanese how do you call that, comics. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to do the same, and so a couple of my friends, they train in MMA and boxing a little bit. I started training with them, and then I really loved it. So I started training, I started competing in Muay Thai, karate, grappling tournaments, and this all led me to MMA in 2006 when I did my first pro MMA fight. And then in 2009 I decided to take my career seriously, and that's why I made a couple calls in the US. I sent a couple emails, and Team Quest answered me, and they welcomed me to come and train with the pro team. And since 2009 I'm here in the US.
Excellent. So is that the reason you picked Team Quest, or was there a particular reason that you ended up here in Temecula?
I emailed a lot of gyms, the big names at that time was ATT. I don't remember all the team that I emailed, but a lot of them like big names, and a couple smaller gym, and Team Quest were the first one to answer me. They welcomed me, and they opened the gym to me. And when all the other gym didn't answer, or they say no, or because at that time I wasn't in the MMA circuit, and nobody knew me, especially coming from Europe. So I jumped on the opportunity to come and train with here, and it's been a blessing since then.
Excellent. So tell me a little bit about sort of the family you have here. How's that relationship evolved to the point now where you're working with this pro team? You've been training with people for a while.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me about that?
It's been great. Honestly, I love training here. It's been now 4 years, and we had a lot of fighter coming in, leaving, but the main pro team is still here with Dan, Sokuju, Jesse Taylor, who else is there? Richie Whitson, but he just left to Singapore with my ex-manager. So we got a lot of good guys, wrestler, and especially I needed the wrestling, since in Europe it's not really Western Europe is not as big as in Eastern Europe or as in the US. So I was pretty glad to learn wrestling, especially from Team Quest.
Absolutely. Can you talk to me about the difference of living in Brussels versus living in Temecula? Has it been a little bit of a culture shock when you first moved here, or can you tell me about that story?
Especially the weather.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad to be here in Southern California. I'm glad that Team Quest picked me, and they are in California, because you can't complain about the weather. In Belgium, it's really pretty cold, and it's raining a lot. So. And also the people are I'm from Brussels, so it's a big crowded city, and pretty much like New York, a lot of stress, a lot of crowded people. And here it's really calm. It's sunny. People are really friendly, nice, and it's really great to be here.
Excellent. So Daniel Warren is your striking coach right now. Is that correct?
Yes, with Gustavo Pugliese, who is also my boxing coach. Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about training with him? I know he was formerly with Black House, is now working with Team Quest. How has he helped your game?
Help really to take it to the next level, because has been working with a great fighter since he trained in Brazil in a couple of years. I think he trained like 8 years in Brazil. Some of the greatest Brazilian fighter, and he's really professional about what he does, and technical, and it's perfect for me, because when I moved to the US, when I moved to Team Quest, I really focused on my wrestling, and I lost a little bit of my my stand-up as far as Muay Thai, and he helped me regain all the technique, the lack of technique that I lost with those last couple of years.
So your last fight was against Tyler Stinson. What did you learn during that fight, and what have you been working on since then?
I've learned that I can come back from a tough first round. He was a really tough guy, and I learned a lot coming during the fight because he hurt me pretty bad, and I was able to keep going into the fight. So I had a great corner with me, and they helped me out a lot during that fight. Also, I learned a lot into my training camp because I made a couple of mistakes, and I had a short training camp, which also I believe a lot of fighters on the same card had, and so I had to make a lot of adjustment for my next fight, and hopefully I won't do the same mistake, and it will help me improve my game and help me getting better for my next fight.
So right now, we're sort of waiting to find out who your next opponent is. Is that true? You're still waiting for your next fight?
Yeah, I know they have a show in May, and the next one I believe is in July, but I'm not sure. And I'm still waiting from them to call me, but hopefully I will know pretty soon.
Obviously, there's a lot of tough people in the division. You have Paul Daly, now Nate Marquardt, and then Tyrone Woodley, someone you faced before. Is that someone that you would like to rematch soon? Is that something on kind of your list of things to do coming up?
No, I would love to get a rematch with Woodley.
Mm-hmm.
I think Woodley is at the top of the division. He is next for the title, and I don't really know who else is there for the title with him. So I would love to face him again for the rematch and hopefully for that belt.
Absolutely. So is that sort of your ultimate goal right now, is to get the Strikeforce welterweight title? Yeah,
definitely. I've been fighting for Strikeforce for almost 2 years now, and I've only one loss. It's against Woodley. I would love to get that rematch to get that loss off of my record, and definitely to get that belt. Yeah.
So with that said, is that where you want to be a year from today? Do you want to be the Strikeforce welterweight champion?
Yeah, I would love that. I would love to get that belt. Definitely, that's my goal. I believe that's everybody's goal, in Strikeforce, in any kind of organization, to get the belt, and that's definitely something that I would like to have.
Absolutely. So if people want to follow you, how do they get to reach you on Facebook or Twitter?
Yeah, everybody can follow me on Twitter at Tarec Fighter, and Facebook I believe is the same, Tarec Fighter on my fan page, or you can add me on my regular Facebook page. Everybody is welcome to follow me.
Great. Well, Tarec, thanks for taking the time out today.
Thank you, Matt.
This is Matt signing off with StudioMMA.com.